So here we are in Visual Studio in our Hello World console application. You're welcome to start a new console application using .NET Core if you want to get some practice beginning with the project steps. But really, we're just here in our main method where we're going to practice our variables for storing text. So we have two different ways that we can store text. And for text, we're talking about sometimes a single letter, like maybe we just want to store an A, or we want to store a symbol. Maybe other times we want to store whole names or sentences. So we have two different data types that we use depending on the types of text that we're storing. So the first one is a char. And so char is used to store single characters and symbols. So we say char, C-H-A-R, and we give it a name. And we equal it to the single letter or symbol that we want to store. And we have to encapsulate that in single quotes, like that. Let me make that note in the comments so you can see. Must be enclosed in single quotes. So we can use char to hold a digit as long as we will not be using any numerical application on that digit. Or again, we can use it to store a symbol. That's the wrong word. Type the wrong word, symbol. Nope, see, I made double quotes, single quotes. Just like that. So when we want to store actual text, multiple letters, right, whole names, we are using the string type. And those are defined using double quotes around the literal value that we're assigning. So, whoa, hey, string is used for multiple letters, must be enclosed in double quotes. Now, you might be asking yourself, why do I keep typing out things in comments? Some of this is note-taking. So when you're learning software development, when you're learning programming, kind of writing some things out about why and how in your comments can be very valuable just for your learning experience and to help you internalize what it is that you're doing. It can help you see maybe when you're making a mistake, right? Just by talking about what you're doing and kind of expressing the problem, sometimes you stumble upon the thing that you're doing wrong or the logical error. And then again, while you're learning, if you're coming back to code that you've written previously, you may have forgotten why you wrote something the way that you wrote it. So writing out the comments and making those are very valuable. And honestly, software developers never stop writing comments. So when we're making strings, we type string, and then we give it a name. I'm going to name this first name. And let's say we have Bob. And so see again, that has to go in the double quotes. In my previous video about numbers, we talked about phone numbers and why phone numbers are not numbers because they're strings. Anytime that we might have something like a parenthesis or a hyphen, if we're not doing a arithmetic kind of numerical operation on that numerical value, then we need to be storing that in a string or other data type, not in a number. So as you get used to kind of working with different types of variables, you can practice using char and string where appropriate. And again, we're going to look at some different ways that we can use string because there's a lot that goes into how strings work, maybe putting strings together, adding things in, being able to manipulate those strings is a very common operation. So we'll look at that in another video.